pakipaliwanag po sa atin, no, sa ating mga kababayan, gaano po ba kaimportante itong desisyon ng Korte Suprema patungkol po rito sa pag-transfer ng 60 billion pesos in supposedly excess fund papunta po sa National Treasury?
Well, napaka-importante ito dahil uh, ang ginawa ng Congress, they adopted a provision in the General Appropriations Act na they can just get the Department of Finance Secretary can just transfer the funds, trust funds of PhilHealth and PDIC and other trust funds, no? Yung trust funds, hindi pwede ilipat yan dahil that's for a specific purpose. Secondly, walang authority ang the Secretary of Finance to transfer dahil only the President can be authorized to transfer savings pa, hindi appropriation. Ito appropriation ng uh, nilipat nila. The Constitution, dalawang provision ng Constitution ang ginamit namin dito. First, nakalagay sa Constitution, no law shall be passed authorizing the transfer of appropriation. Ito, inauthorize ng Congress yung Secretary of Finance to transfer appropriations for PhilHealth to the National Treasury para gamitin sa unprogrammed appropriations. Yung unprogrammed appropriations, alam natin na yan flood control projects yan. Second provision na ginamit namin, constitutional provision, nakalagay doon, money raised through taxation for a special purpose shall be considered a special fund to be used only for that special purpose, for that specific purpose lang. Until the purpose is accomplished, in which case, whatever the remaining funds are can be transferred to the general funds. Yung PhilHealth funds naman, the Charter of PhilHealth has not been completely accomplished. In fact, ang contribution ng PhilHealth for our hospital bills less than 20%. At saka hindi pa lahat na citizens, all the entire population avail of. Hindi pa sila, they are supposed to be members pero hindi pa actually na-register lahat, no? Hindi pa, the PhilHealth has not reached everybody because the mandate of PhilHealth is that everybody is a member, all Filipinos. Kaya lang hindi pa lahat naka-register, tsaka hindi pa lahat nabibigyan ng benefits, no? So napaka-importante ito dahil this is our health. We have a right to health. Sabi nga ng Korte Suprema, that is a basic right of the Filipino people, the right to health. Tsaka that has been violated, sabi ng Korte Suprema, when the funds were withdrawn or transferred to, masama pa, flood control pa linipat, no?
So in-explain yung kahalagahan nitong ito pong ating desisyon galing po sa Korte Suprema. Ang tanong, 'di ba pinapasoli nila yung 60 billion pesos na kinuha ng national government from the PhilHealth Fund? So paano po ito maisosole? Saan po manggagaling ito?
Well, ang sabi ng Korte Suprema, the government should include it in the 2026 budget. Ang problema dyan, pag galing sa budget, tayo rin ang babayad. We the taxpayers will reimburse PhilHealth for the funds that were taken by the flood control scammers. So ang suggestion ko, the primary source of reimbursement should be the restitutions of the flood control scammers. Pag kumulang, kukunin sa budget. So we will submit a manifestation na that is our preference dahil parang dobleng pagluloko sa atin pag tayo mag-reimburse.
Tama.
Dapat ang mag-reimburse yung nagnakaw, no?
Nga po, tama. Ang ganda ng punto na yan. No? Kung tayo ninanakawan, tayo pa yung magbabayad dun sa ninakaw nila. Hindi po ba? So,
Yes.
ang next question ko po, paano mapapanagot itong mga may kinalaman dito sa pagta-transfer ng pondo, number one, and number two, yung gumasta nito?
Well, we're trying to find out how kasi nag-umpisa ito sa Section 1D ng unprogrammed appropriation ng 2024 budget, no? Siningit yung one provision, Section 1D. It never appeared before in previous national budgets. It only appeared once in the 2024 budget. Sa 2025, hindi na nag-appear ulit. So, very unique ito. So, we're trying to find out who inserted this because that will give us a clue kung sinong gumawa nitong scheme na ito. No? So, that
Okay.
is what we're trying to find out.
Okay, pero in terms of accountability, hindi po ba naturally ang titingnan po dyan kung sino nag-insert yung head po ng Appropriations Committee sa House, yung head ng Finance Committee sa Senate, yung House Speaker, at saka yung Senate President at that time?
That is correct. If hindi ko pa natingnan kung yung NEP, National Expenditure Program, na proposal ng Presidente na sinubmit sa Congress, kasama na yung Section 1D. Ang sabi sa akin, in-insert lang daw yan. Pero I will have to clarify, no? If it was inserted at the House level or BICAM level or Senate level, we will have to check.
Sa ganun po, justice sa ganyan. No? Kasi ang iniisip ko rito baka mapunta sa wala dahil dito nga sa insertion sa flood control, nagtuturuan eh. Hindi na rin sinasabi sino nag-insert, may mga nagpapanggap na hindi namin alam yan, bigla na lang nangyari yan, di ba? Baka dito, kamukat-mukat ninyo, kasalanan nyo o kasalanan ko eh. Insertion, hindi po ba? So how would you go about it? Kasi magtuturuan yung mga yan, sigurado eh. Baka mahirap i-pinpoint kung sino nag-insert.
Well, may paper trail dahil nakita ko na sa House merong bill na inintroduced si Joey Salceda to insert this provision, Section 1D. No? So, but we have to verify further, look at the subsequent events para mabuo talaga. So, it looks like it started in the House. No? Yung insertion ng Section 1D. So we will uncover that, but it will just take time, no? But right now, panalo na tayo. We have a unanimous decision. Ibabalik na yan, no? Unfortunately, that was not included in the yung approved bill ng House, hindi kasama yung 60 billion reimbursement. Sa Senate, I do not know because sa Monday, they will already be on third reading, no? On third reading, pag on third reading na sila, tapos na. I don't know pag sinama yung 60 billion. Kasi kakalabas lang today yung decision. No? So,
Justice, ang isa ko pong concern dito kasi nga matindi yung dynamics sa budget process. So ngayon, pinag-utos ng Korte Suprema, ibalik yung 60 billion pero manggagaling yan sa 2026 budget. Baka magkaroon na naman ng double black eye yung mga kawawang PhilHealth beneficiaries in the sense na saan kukuning pondo yung 60 billion na hindi po maliit, hindi po ba? So baka naman makawawa yung mga merong maganda sanang allocation tapos kukunin. Kasi we can never underestimate the cunning of these legislators.
well, there is already a decision. I think they will comply with that. Ang problema yung time dahil Monday na yung third reading. Pero I think because of this decision, hinto sila. They will not approve on third reading without this. They will follow the Supreme Court because they don't want to violate the Supreme Court decision. Alam na nila yan eh. Pero ang sabi ko nga, pag galing naman sa budget yan, tayo rin ang nagre-reimburse.
Oo
So
nga, ang swerte nila.
gusto ko dapat ang primary source yung restitution, secondary source yung budget para magkaroon ng lesson, no? Pag ninakaw mo yung pera, ikaw magsasauli. Hindi yung hindi yung taong bayan na magsasauli. Wala naman, sila nga ang biktima eh. The victims cannot be the ones to reimburse, no?